Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, I know you've seen us do the amber before. That was a lager. It was an amber lager. This is an amber ale. You ever have a Sam Adams? Pretty much. It's an amber ale. This is an amber ale. So no, this isn't Sam Adams. This is an amber ale. Might be better, you never know. So yeah, we're brewing an amber ale on the iGulu that I am now referring to the Miami iGulu. That's right. If you've never been to Miami, you don't know what I'm talking about, but Miami, Boca Raton, places down in South Florida, mid-South Florida, they're into all these crazy deco colors. They have been for like almost 20 years. And yes, now my Miami iGulu. I've never lived in Miami. I lived in West Palm, but I've partied in Miami like way too much. Trust me, if I was still partying at this age, I'd be dead. Like, yeah, it's just too much fun. So this is the iGulu Amber Ale. We're gonna brew it, and I've got something special for you. That's right, I've got something special for you. Before I pop that open, if you are brewing, first I'm gonna tell you, if you're not new, or if you are new, I'm sorry, spring, yeah, just buy yourself some spring water. Do not use your tap water. You never know if it's got chloramine or chlorine in it. It's gonna be a nasty beer. You're gonna be like, man, the iGulu sucks. It's not the iGulu. You used bad water. Why would you brew good beer with bad water? That's not good beer, that's bad beer. So iGulu gives you a quality kit. You gotta use quality water. So either go buy a gallon of spring water, you only need 116 ounces, or if you have distilled, or you have deionized, which is basically reverse osmosis and then pulls out the remaining minerals, which is what I use. You're gonna have to add brewing salts to that. The brewing salts are very, very simple for this recipe, but I wanted to make sure that I share it for those who wanna kind of kick it up to the next notch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you two things. First, I'm gonna put the parts per million over here of what you need. And if you're like, I don't know, I don't understand, you're gonna need a gram scale. I have one, I'll put it down in the links below. It's like 10 bucks, it's cheap. And you're gonna need exactly this much for 116 ounces of water, okay? Deionized or distilled, not your spring water. Spring water already has minerals in it. But for an amber ale, and you know, your mileage may vary, you can change this if you know anything about brewing salts, but gypsum, we want 0.21 grams, very small. Epsom salt, 0.35 grams. Calcium chloride, 0.45 grams. And all of these minerals are readily available on Amazon. Some are at Walmart, just saying. And baking soda, yes, baking soda, 0.19 grams. That's it. You add it to your water, you've done your own brewing salts. I know, it's like magic, right? So let me get that out of the way. Let's break this open and let's see what's in the amber ale. Ugh. Okay, of course that didn't work very well. And that didn't work very well, so there we go. And I've already put my brewing salts in my deionized water. Yeah, exactly. Dump all this stuff out. There we go. Okay, so what do we have? We have a new one. Okay, it is still Breeze. Don't want to cover that up on you, but it is a sparkling amber malt. It's a dry malt extract. It says malted barley and water. The water is the moisture level that's built into it. Malted barley, it's got different types of malts that have been roasted at different things to give you that amber. Not sure where they get sparkling from, just saying, but that's okay. And there is a go-to hop here that iGulu seems to be using for the majority of the beers that are not very hop forward, which is fine because I know I don't like hops. I'm not into hoppy beers. Okay, it's all good. Hops help to balance the beer. It adds a little bitter because the malt, this stuff, does not completely ferment out. That's why you taste beer. And if you didn't have hops, it would be very sweet. So the bitter helps to balance the sweet. It's kind of like sweet and savory, you know what I'm talking? Yeah, it's a balance. So we have right here, we have Hersbrucker, hopefully I'm saying that correct, aromatic, and then we have a 20 Hersbrucker bittering. And I'm assuming it's Hersbrucker. I don't know on that one. And then of course we have our dry yeast, okay? And oh, we have the most important thing. The RFID. You're gonna need that. So, what are we doing? How do we brew on an iGulu? If you haven't seen the video before, this is like stupid easy, trust me. You need no brewing experience before, I promise you. None, zero, zip, zilch. So we already have this ready to go. We're gonna pop our iGulu lid off, which this lid is on a little tight, but it's okay. This is one of the new lids. It's got a little cutout. If you have a newer iGulu, oh, you don't have an iGulu. First, hit like and subscribe. It's a requirement, I'm sorry, just saying. Not really, but I appreciate it. Go down below, get the link, go there. The code is Bitter Reality, okay? I know you're not looking to buy something right now. Throw one of these in your cart, pick the color you want. You're gonna get all kinds of cool stuff, some goodies that you didn't expect. Throw Bitter Reality in the code, the discount code. Okay, yeah, pretty sweet deal, huh? Thought you'd like that. So if you decide to buy one, I appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate you using my code. Yes, it is an affiliate link. Is it gonna cost you anything extra? No, it's actually gonna save you money. So, hey. Okay, so we're gonna take this out, okay? What are we gonna do? We're gonna add the hops first. We're gonna add both the bittering and the aromatic. If you haven't noticed, they have little tear marks, okay? No scissors, no nothing special required. You just simply tear. A little bit of strength is required, but not much. So, you don't have to go work out, you don't have to go to gym. Not a requirement for most people drinking beer. I'm just saying, don't taste this unless you want to have a little regret. You want some regret? You go ahead, you taste that. Forget having like, 4 or 5 beers in a night. That's not regret. Tasting the bitter, that's regret. Okay, we're gonna tear open the aromatic here. Do the same thing. The aromatic's gonna be pretty clear. And of course, I guess I didn't tear it just right because the hole is very tiny, but we'll get it all out of there. I haven't tasted the aromatic, so it's a little bitter. The bitter part is very bitter. The bitter extract is stupid bitter. Okay, now the trick on this, you're gonna see the malt doesn't seem to want to get out of the way. This one's kind of working a little bit better. Take a pair of scissors, make sure they're super clean. If you have Star Sand or something else to clean them with, no chlorine, no bleach. Don't use your tap water. You want quality water for this. Okay, make a little opening. Let some air in, and all those malts, if I can speak, malts will go to the bottom. Here we go. Now, you want to go very slow, and all you're going to do is pour it in here, okay? Very slow. If you don't go slow, and I'll back it up here a little bit so you can see it a little better, you're going to end up with a huge powdery mess. So go slow. Don't go stupid fast as I speed up. Okay. There you go. I got all the malts out. Why did I smack it? Because the last one I did, I didn't get all the malts out, and I wanted to make sure I did this time. Okay, there's something a lot of brew tubers are doing, and I'm gonna say like 95, if not 99% are doing. They're shaking the hell out of this. Don't do that. Don't do it. I know they don't understand my method to my madness, but I do. I'm old enough, I have a method to every madness, okay? Make sure your hands are super clean. Pull the straw off. Make sure it's super clean. This has just got some water in it. I've already cleaned it a couple times. Stir. Why are you stirring? Because if I shake it, I'm gonna end up with a bunch of sticky malt stuck to the bottom of the lid. It's not gonna ferment. It's gonna get nasty. And it's gonna be a pain in the butt to clean when everything's said and done. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Yeah, keep this clean. Use your straw, okay? And you're not trying to go crazy, okay? Yeah, I am right now, but you just wanna break up all that dry, clumpy malts. You wanna break them up as much as you can, and you're gonna get some froth, okay? Yeah, you can be a barista now. Yeah, you can be a barista. Go get a job. No, just kidding. What you're doing here is you're creating a nice uniform wort, which is your malt blended with the water, and you're oxygenating that wort, which means that the yeast is gonna repopulate very quickly before it starts breaking down all those sugars into what? CO2, which is your carbonation, and alcohol. Yeah, dude, it's all science. You don't have to understand the science, but if you understand enough about how the science works, you're good. You don't need to go to get a new degree. You don't have to go back to college. You're good, okay? Okay, I'm good. You put that back on. You push it back down. Oh wait, we forgot something. Yes, we got to add one more thing. So what you're gonna do is take this, set it to the side, because you cleaned everything. You know, don't worry. Okay, this is your yeast. Okay, you're gonna need this. I do not see a pre-torn spot on this, and I'm trying to find my razor blade here. Take your yeast and just sprinkle. Don't worry about it being in the foam. It's all good. If you want to shake it, you can. Not need it. I wouldn't even recommend it. You don't really need to worry about it. Stir it a little bit if you want to really get it down into the liquid. It's all good. Take your C-clamp. This has got a little lip on the edge. Make sure that's pushed down all the way. Connect. You're done. Well, not really. You're pretty close though. Okay. You do not need to put this on. If you decide to put this on early and not later, make sure you close that clamp all the way before you put it on so you don't squirt beer out. You know what I mean? You don't want it to squirt everywhere. Yeah, you just don't. So we're gonna open this up. Why did I choose to do the Miami iGulu? Yes, I'm calling it the Miami iGulu. It's the green one. It's all deco. Because I'm doing an amber, which is green, like amber. Yeah. There we go. Why do I want to connect the CO2? I know some people are like, why is he connecting the CO2? He's just fermenting. I want to be able to read the pressure. I want to know where it's at. I'm OCD. Yeah, I'm ADHD too, but hey, I'm just saying. So I go ahead, I connect that. I make sure my CO2 is wide open. It's all good. I'm gonna close this. Are we done? No, we're not. Why? Because we have the RFID. Yeah. Look, it says it's gonna ferment, but we gotta go beep. Where is it? There it goes. And now, if you look up here, it says, hey, you're gonna ferment an amber ale. Is that what you wanna do? And I'm gonna say, yes, please. And it's gonna give me a bunch of temperatures and say, hey, this is an ale. We're gonna ferment at ale temps. I'm gonna say, next. It's gonna start. Yeah, that means it's getting warm. That's all that is. It doesn't mean stop. It's getting warm. That's all, you know. If you're cold, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna ferment this. It's gonna run for a while. Then we're gonna do another video. It's gonna be a taste test, and we're gonna see how it came out. I've never tried the amber ale, only the amber lager. Amber lager was nice. Pale ale was the bomb. The Hefeweizen was definitely, I'd rate it number 2 out of those 3. But yeah, we'll see how this comes out. Don't forget to join us on the taste test. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, keep sharing. Definitely appreciate you. If you don't have an iGulu, definitely check it out. Even if you're brewing all grain, you're brewing all kinds of other stuff, you can ferment it in here. If you're doing parties, check out my Halloween one. Oh, dude, yeah, it was the bomb, and it was all thanks to iGulu. Yeah, appreciate you. Cheers.